Eat this salad with me as I tell you why I believe that weight loss can be handled spiritually. The truth is that most of us plus size people, we're not suffering from lack of information. There is so much information out there. You're big and you're still eating, you're so addicted to food. We know all that. What we're suffering from is trying to fill a void. We just want to fill a void. So, and we're using the wrong thing to fill that void. So, the void is either a spiritual or an emotional void. Sometimes it's both. We feel there's an emptiness we feel inside. So, we want to fill that up. And that's why we eat too much. And that's why we binge eat. I have to be honest, I've been addicted to food longer than I would want to accept. I'm saying this boldly out here because I'm ready for a change. And I've been working on myself. I've lost weight. I'm always shifting like that. But I'm handling weight loss differently now. I'm doing it right now by trying to communicate with you guys because I want to be held accountable. So I'm starting again. And this time around, I'm starting with God. Why I believe that God will help me lose weight. I know it sounds crazy. Some people will say, yo, shut the fuck up and eat that salad. Most people who want to bully you for being fat, they're not trying to bully you because they care about you. They're trying to bully you because bullying you makes them feel better about their own crappy life, about their fucked up life. When they bully you, they feel good. They feel better. They feel like, oh, their problem is not a big deal after all. But they're all full of shit. They don't really care about you. They're being stupid and selfish. So, drawing close to God has helped me in many ways. I've been able to break a lot of addictions. That will be a video for another day. So, we're not going to talk about that now. But I've struggled with other addictions as well, not just food. I know it's going to work because come on, it's Holy Spirit. So I've started cultivating mindful awareness over automatic triggers. I realized that overeating happens on autopilots for me. Like when someone pisses me off, the only thing that comes to my mind is burger, snacks, food, chicken. I just want to eat. I just want to eat something that makes me feel good. So it's as if I'm filling the void of, emotional pain with food. It has helped me like survive for the longest, but that's really not the way to go. When I'm aware, I don't operate on autopilots. I'm right here, right now, so I know the right things that I need to put in my body. And my body is a temple of God. My body is a temple of the Holy Spirit. So I need to take good care of this temple by eating the right things. Like I'm literally honoring my vessel. All my life I've been big, and I started going to the gym at a very early stage of my life. I started going to gym when I think I was 12. It was embarrassing. I was the only child at the gym. I was bigger than my peers, right? So I was going to the gym with adults and I was too big. So my parents had to, um, register me at the gym and it was really embarrassing, right? So memories. All my life I've been doing this thing where people keep telling me to go to the gym, lose weight, stop eating, work out, wake up in the morning and start jogging. What the fuck? Sometimes I don't blame people who end themselves because the pressure is too much. You just landed me on this planet and now you want me to walk my ass out, go to the gym. every day. Wake up and start jumping up and start. What the fuck? It feels like too much work. I have to think about being someone in life. I have to think about, balancing my finances as a human. I have to think about acquiring knowledge. I still have to work my ass out to lose weight. There's just too much activity going on, too much activity. And this makes a lot of people operate on autopilot. Mine might be showing as, excess weight gain. For some people, they're literally losing their minds. People go through a lot of shit because of this autopilot lifestyle. Life has been conditioned, in a way that people just always operate from autopilots. We don't ground ourselves enough to tap into our core, to tap into source, into divine energy. We're just too, it's too much. It's too much. I know people who work 12 hours a day. Some even have like 2, 3 jobs. We need to calm down and ground ourselves as humans and connect to God. It's the best place to be, and I love it. I love it here. And this is why I know I'm going to lose this weight. Like right now, if you told me to go to the gym, I can bite your ears off. I want to ground myself so much that nobody tells me what to do. Because going to the gym created a toxic cycle for me, like a toxic loop for me. I've been going to the gym since I was a kid. So it's messed me up somehow because I felt like I was flawed. And the way people treat me at the gym, even my own, trainers and all, it's really messed up, right? People, when you're fat, people don't treat you like you belong, like you're like everybody else. For me, I think it's a blessing because God is trying to help me understand that I am not like everybody else. And I love that. So I'm working on myself. I'm not trying to be like everybody else, but I'm trying to have a healthy weight, right? I'm not saying I'm not healthy right now, but I mean, I am fat, but I'm not dumb. Excess weight is not good for the health. That is the simple truth. Spirituality changes your mindset from punishing your body to honoring your vessel. I have been honoring my vessel for quite some time, and this feels like the right way to go about this. And this is why I'm coming out here to share this with people who are struggling with weight loss. When you leave the toxic loop of, going to the gym and being so hard on yourself and you adjust to the spiritual aspects of weight loss, you'll feel more grounded. You'll be in control. I'm holding on to God and I'm holding on to God real tight because this is the only thing that makes sense in this my weight loss journey. Going to the gym every day and trying to eat healthy did not make sense to me. But holding on to God, holding on to SARS, honoring my vessel as a temple of God is the only thing that makes sense, the only thing that motivates me to want to lose this weight. I was on autopilot for a long time and I was able to ground myself with meditation, with prayers, with practicing stillness, just being grounded. It has helped me navigate this autopilot world. We live in an autopilot world. People are always active and they're forcing you to be that, wake up every day, go to work, come back, sleep, wake up. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. And people don't find time to practice meditation, to pray, to practice stillness. And this is what spirituality is about. Pray, meditate, just be present. This will help you, navigate the whole autopilot thing and get closer to Creator and get closer with God and with yourself and with your body and with your spirit and with your soul, the alignments. Spirituality connects you to a higher power, higher than yours. As humans, it's difficult to develop a personal willpower on your own. especially when it comes to certain aspects of life. Some people might be good at you know, working out, keeping fit, but there are other aspects of their life that is a mess that they know they need to practice willpower to overcome, their addictions and, certain areas of their life. For some, it's masturbation. For some, it's womanizing. For some, it's sex. For some, it's smoking. For some, it's people are addicted to a whole lot of things. And when you're struggling with addiction, you need a higher power. And that is why it's good to navigate towards the spiritual aspects of these things. Because when you need to do something that feels so hard for you to do, as a fleshy human that you are, you need to tap into source. You need to tap into divine frequency. And the way you tap into divine frequency is to connect, is to meditate, is to pray, connect to your creator. And if you don't connect to source, it will be difficult for you to come out of any type of addiction. I'm not just talking about food, I'm talking about life addictions. There are a lot of things that people are addicted to. I know what I'm saying because I know it's not my power. It's not by my power. It's not by my will. It was not me. That was God. That was God. I needed to ground myself. I needed to pray. I needed to ask for help. I had to fast and pray, and God answered me. God sent the Holy Spirit, and I was able to overcome those addictions. When you tap to spirituality for weight loss, you're healing the root cause, right? Addictions in general, when you're trying to stop being addicted to something, not just food, right? You have to tap into the root cause of that problem. What causes addiction is imbalance. Like I said before, autopilots. We humans, we operate on autopilot a lot, because that's how the system has been set up. The system has been organized in a way that people operate on autopilots and they forget to connect to God. They forget to connect to the creator. They forget to connect to source. So this makes people forget to connect to God. So it creates an imbalance in our system. And that's why it's easy for people to be addicted. It's easy for people to do crazy things because they are not aligned. They are not in alignment with source. They're experiencing an imbalance in their system, right? And the only way you can fix this imbalance is by getting close to God, is by praying, like I said, is by meditation, sitting in silence, stillness, connecting to God. This is the only way you fix imbalance like that. So weight gain is often a physical symptom of an internal imbalance, unprocessed grief, resentment. For some people, it's abuse, right? So they disconnect from themselves. When you disconnect from yourself, you tend to experience an imbalance. True healing works from inside out. If you want to fix something that is not balanced inside of you or in your physical world, you have to start from the inside. To overcome addiction, you have to start from the inside. Doing the inside work is connecting to God. So sometimes for me, I think addiction to food, to drugs, to adult content or whatever, addiction in general is God calling us back to Himself. Whenever you're addicted to something, you should understand that, okay, this is time for me to get closer to God. This is time for me to connect to source. This is time for me to hold on to God. For me, I think addiction is a call to connect. And a lot of people are not connected. And there are people who are connected, but they still haven't been able to overcome addiction. It's because they haven't done the work. Like I said, you have to do the work. It doesn't matter if you believe already, if you're a believer. Being a believer is not the work. The work is different. And this is what I'm talking about. Meditation, intentional. You have to be intentional. You know the problem, you know what you're trying to work on. Then you have to pray and ask God for the Spirit, His Holy Spirit, to come in and help you overcome these things. Now that we're done with, me telling you the process, I believe is best to go about this. Now, let me tell you about myself. So, when it comes to weight loss surgeries, I will not tell anybody not to get a weight loss surgery. As a matter of fact, I intend to get one, but then weight loss surgeries are not magical fix. I mean, it's not a magical fix. A lot of people go through the surgery, but they don't end up actually losing the weight. So a weight loss surgery is a tool. Is a tool, but you need to use that tool because, like I said, a lot of people go through weight loss surgery, but they end up adding all the weight back and extra because the stomach expands. The stomach expands. So even if they cut off 70% of your stomach and stitch it back, it will still expand if you refuse to control your longer. If you refuse to control the way you eat, if you refuse to use it, you will still add weight. So even if you want to go for weight loss surgery, make sure that you fix your diets. Just like myself, I'm fixing my diet right now. I intend to do it in the future. So, but for right now, I need to fix my appetite. Yeah. I think we've come to the end of this video. I don't want this to be a very long video. If you watched till the end, thank you so much. I love you. And I'll continue to post more videos. And kindly subscribe, please. Subscribe and like this video and leave me a comment. I want to know your thoughts on what I just said, the whole video. I want to know your thoughts. Do you think spirituality is the way to go? And don't forget that I said there has to be a balance, right? Spirituality, yes, but you still need to do the physical work like I'm doing right now. Eat healthy, move your body. But the root cause is an imbalance, right? And to fix it, you must pray, you must meditate, you must practice stillness, and you must eat healthy. Eating healthy is a number one. Is a number two. Eating healthy is number two. Connecting to source is number one. If you follow through with spirituality and eating healthy, you'll be able to lose a significant amount of weight. This is what I'm working on right now. Support me and help me get through with this weight loss. I really want to change my life for real. And I love you guys. Take care. See you in my next video. Bye.